Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Friday, June 21st, 2024. Today, I'm going to recap baseball, WNBA, soccer, Men's College World Series, Calder Cup. Look at everything this weekend, including the Stanley Cup Final, Game 6, golf, NASCAR, Formula 1, news and notes, and best bet. We'll start with baseball. We'll go over the results from yesterday ahead to tonight and the weekend. D-backs over the Nats 5-2, Guardians over the Mariners 6-3, Rays over the Twins 7-6 and 10, Astros over the White Sox 5-3, Dodgers over the Rockies 5-3, Royals over the A's 3-2, O's over the Yankees 17-5, Cards over the Giants 6-5 at Rickwood Field in Birmingham, and the Padres over the Brewers 7-6. All right, today's games at 2:20. Mets Cubs from Wrigley, Jose Quintana and Shota Imanaga. This series all of a sudden is a little more interesting with the Mets playing better. Cubs minus 152, Mets plus 128, over under 8.5, overs minus 105, unders minus 115. Mets plus 1.5 is minus 70, Cubs minus 1.5 plus 140. I'm going to go with the under at minus 115. 6:30 Apple TV Plus, D-backs Phils, Jordan Montgomery, Taijuan Walker. Phils minus 142, D-backs plus 120, over under 9.5, minus 10 each way. D-backs plus 1.5 is minus 72, Phils minus 5 plus 142. I like the over. White Sox Tigers, Eric Fee, Jack Flaherty. Tigers minus 180, White Sox plus 152, over under 7.5, overs minus 118, unders minus 104. Sox plus 1.5 is minus 46, Tigers minus 1.5 plus 22. I like the under. Rays Pirates, Ryan Papai and TBD. Rays minus 104, Pittsburgh minus 112. The rest of the lines aren't out yet. Tough one. Pittsburgh at home minus 112. 7 o'clock Apple TV Plus, Braves Yankees, Chris Sale, Carlos Rodon. Braves minus 116, Yankees minus 102, over under 8.5, overs even money, unders minus 122. Braves minus 1.5 plus 148, Yanks plus 1.5 is minus 170. I don't understand why Atlanta's favored here. I get it, Chris Sale's been really good, but this is, to me, a bounce back spot for the Yankees. I like the Yankees at home at minus 102. I don't think Rodon's going to have 2 bad starts in a row. Red Sox Reds, Cutter Crawford and Andrew Abbott. Pick a minus 188, try over under 9, overs minus 118, unders minus 104. Boston minus 1.5 plus 146, Reds plus 1.5 is minus 76. I'm going to go with the Reds at home minus 108. Mariners Marlins, George Kirby, Trevor Rogers. Mariners minus 164, Marlins plus 138, over under 7.5, overs minus 105, unders minus 115. M's minus 1.5 is even money, Marlins plus 1.5 is minus 120, over. Blue Jays Guardians, TBD and Carlos Carrasco. The Guardians are minus 118, the Jays are even money. I'm going to take the Guardians at home at minus 118. 8 o'clock Royals Rangers, Brady Singer and Nate Eovaldi. Rangers minus 142, Royals plus 120, over under 7.5, overs minus 124, unders plus 102. Royals plus 1.5 is minus 162, Rangers minus 1.5 plus 134. I like the Royals at plus 120. Orioles Astros, Grayson Rodriguez and Jake Bloss. O's minus 164, Astros plus 138, over under 8.5, overs minus 115, unders minus 105. O's minus 1.5 is even money. Stros minus 1.5 plus 120. I like the over. Nats Rockies 8:30. DJ Hers and Dakota Hudson. Nats minus 120. Rockies plus 102, over under 11, minus 110 each way. Nats minus 1.5 plus 126. Rockies plus 1.5 is minus 152. I like the under. 9:30 Brewers Padres. Colin Rea and Dylan Cease. Padres minus 154. Brewers plus 130. Over under 7.5. Overs minus 115. Unders minus 105. Brewers plus 1.5 is minus 172. Pods minus 1.5 plus 142. Like the under. Twins A's. Chris Paddock. Joey Estes. Twins minus 162. A's plus 136. Over under 8. Minus 110 each way. Twins minus 1.5 plus 105. A's plus 1.5 is minus 126. I'm going to go with the over. I almost took Oakland, but Estes hasn't been very good. And then 10 o'clock, Angels, Dodgers. Patrick Sandoval and Landon Knack. Dodgers minus 198. Angels plus 166. Over under 8.5. Minus 120 each way. Angels plus 1.5 is minus 134. Dodgers minus 1.5 plus 112. Over. Parlay the over with Shohei Ohtani home run. So you know that's a lock against his former team that he's going to go deep tonight. All right, Saturday, 1 o'clock, White Sox, Tigers, Drew Thorpe, Kenta Maeda. 2:15, Giants, Cards, Jordan Hicks, Miles Mikolas. Fox Sports 1, 2:20, Mets, Cubs, Tyler McGill, Jamison Tyon. 4 o'clock, D-backs, Phils, Tommy Henry, Zach Wheeler. Royals, Rangers, TBD. Rays, Pirates, Zach Eflin, Jared Jones. Twins, A's, Bailey Oberst, J.B. Sears. O's, Astros, Corbin Burns, Ronel Blanco. Ooh, that's a good one. Red Sox, Red Stick, Pavetta, Frankie Montas. Mariners, Marlins, Logan Gilbert, Jesus Luzardo. Blue Jays, Guardians, Jose Barrios, Ben Lively. 7:15 on Fox, Braves, Yankees, Charlie Morton and Marcus Stroman. Brewers, Padres, Carlos Rodriguez, Randy Vasquez. 9 o'clock, Nats, Rockies, Mitchell Parker and Cal Quantrill. And 10 o'clock, Angels, Dodgers, TBD and Tyler Glasnow. Sunday, 11:30 a.m. on Roku, D-backs, Phils. Slade Stone and Chris Sanchez. 1:30, Rays, Pirates, Aaron Savali, Paul Skeens. Braves, Yankees, Hurston Waldrop and Nestor Cortez. Red Sox, Reds. We don't know yet for either side. Tigers, White Sox. Jonathan Cannon, Reese Olson. Mariners, Marlins. Bryce Miller, Braxton Garrett. Jays, Guardians. Yusei Kikuchi, Tristan McKenzie. 2 o'clock goes Astros, Albert Suarez, Ronel Blanco. Wait a second. They have Ronel Blanco down for 2 starts. That's weird. That's not right. 2:15 Giants, Cards, Logan Webb, Sonny Gray. 2:30 Royals, Rangers, Alec Marsh, John Gray. So no Cole Reagans in the series. 3 o'clock Nats, Rockies, Jake Irvin, Austin Gonder. Irvin and Gomber. 4 o'clock Twins, A's, Pablo Lopez, Hogan Harris. Brewers, Padres, Tobias Myers and Michael King. And then Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN at 7 o'clock is Mets, Cubs from Wrigley Field. David Peterson and Javier Assad.
Now we'll go over the WNBA from last night and look ahead to today and the weekend. Liberty over the Sparks, 93-80. Sky over the Wings, 83-72. 7:30 on Ion, Fever Dream. The Fever are giving 3, totals 162.5. Indiana's playing a lot better lately. I'm going to go with the over, though, because I'm scared of that line, and I'm scared to lay it or even take the points. So I like the over. And 10 o'clock on Ion, you have Sun Aces. The Aces are giving 6, totals 162.5. I'm taking the Sun getting the points. Fade the Aces at all costs until they prove that they can cover a spread. And they shouldn't be 6-point favorites against anybody other than maybe the Mystics. So I'm going to take the Sun getting the points. That's way too high. All right, Saturday, 3 o'clock on ESPN, Sparks Liberty from Barclays. Wings Mystics and on MNMT. And at 8 o'clock on NBA TV, you have the Mercury and the Lynx. Sunday, 3 o'clock on ESPN3, Liberty Dream. On MNMT, Wings Mystics. on ESPN 3, Sunstorm, and 4 o'clock on ESPN, Fever Sky. So it should be a fun weekend ahead in the WNBA. Okay, now move on to soccer. We'll go over the results from yesterday of note and look ahead to today and the weekend. We'll start in Euro. Slovenia, Serbia, 1-1 draw. Denmark, England, 1-1 draw. Spain over Italy, 1-0. All right, 9 o'clock this morning on FIBO TV, you have Slovakia and Ukraine. That is Group E. I'm going to pull up the odds right now. Ukraine plus 15, Slovakia is plus 216, the draw is plus 220. For this one, I am going to go with Ukraine at plus 115. 12 o'clock on Fox Sports 1, Poland, Austria. Austria plus 110, Poland plus 260, draw plus 240. I'm going to go with the upset. I'm going to take Poland plus 260. 3 o'clock on Fox, the Dutch and France. France plus 115, Dutch plus 250, draw plus 220. I am going to go with France at plus 115. Saturday, 9 a.m. on FIBO TV, Georgia and Czech Republic. That is Group F. And by the way, obviously, the last two games we talked about for Friday, today, Group D. So, Georgia, Czech Republic, that's Group F. Czech Republic minus 140, Georgia's 4-1, the draw plus 280. Czech Republic should win this game. Georgia is arguably the worst team in the field. I'm going to go over 2.5 goals at minus 116. On Fox at noon, Turkey, Portugal, that is also Group F. Portugal minus 180, Turkey plus 490, the draw is plus 330. I'm going to go under 2.5 goals at plus 110. And 3 o'clock on Fox is Belgium, Romania, that is Group E. Belgium minus 20, Romania 6-1, the draw is plus 350. Belgium should win this game going away. I'm going to go under 2.5 goals at plus 108. Sunday, 3 o'clock on Fox Sports 1. Scotland, Hungary, that's Group A. Scotland plus 155, Hungary plus 140. The draw is 3-1. So Scotland lost their first game and they drew against Switzerland. Hungary lost both its matches against Switzerland and Germany. Hungary has to win here. I'm going to take them at plus 140. And on 3 o'clock on Fox is Switzerland, Germany. That's also Group A. Germany minus 145, Switzerland plus 410, draw plus 270. So Germany won both its matches against Scotland and Hungary. And then Switzerland drew against Scotland, and they beat Hungary. So Germany here, I'm going to go in this spot under 2.5 goals at plus 106. All right, Copa America. Argentina over Canada 2-0. Both goals won by Julian Alvarez and Lautaro Martinez, both in the second half in the 49th and 88th minutes, respectively. All right, 8 o'clock on Fox Sports 1 tonight, Peru, Chile. Also, Group A. Chile plus 115, Peru plus 290. The draw is 2-1. Chile's the better team, taking them plus 115. All right, Saturday, 6 o'clock on Fox Sports 1. It's Ecuador and Venezuela. Group B. Ecuador minus 125, Venezuela plus 390. The draw is plus 240. Best two teams in the group, in my opinion. I'm going to go over 2.5 goals at plus 142. And at 9 o'clock on Fox Sports 1's Mexico, Jamaica. Also Group B. Mexico minus 160. Jamaica's 5-1. The draw is plus 270. I'm going to go over 2.5 goals at plus 122. Sunday, 6 o'clock on Fox is U.S. Bolivia. Group C, U.S. minus 650, Bolivia 16-1, the draw 6-1. If they lose or draw this game, not ideal. I'm going to go under 2.5 goals, though, at plus 130. U.S. wins 2-0, that's my guess. 9 o'clock on Fox is Uruguay, Panama. Uruguay minus 350, Panama's 9-1, the draw's plus 440. Uruguay should win that game going away. I'm going to go with the bold picker of over 3.5 goals at plus 210. All right, MLS for the weekend. Saturday at 7:30, Columbus, KC, DC, Houston, Cincy, New England, Red Bulls, Toronto, Orlando, Chicago, Philly, Charlotte, 8:30, Minnesota, Austin, Nashville, NYCFC, St. Louis, Atlanta, 9:30, Colorado, CF Montreal, Salt Lake Galaxy, 10:30, LAFC, San Jose, Portland, Vancouver, and Seattle, Dallas. Women's. Tonight, 8 o'clock on Prime Video, it was Orlando, Utah. Should be an interesting game. Orlando minus 310, Utah's plus 750, the draw's plus 410. I'm going to go under 2.5 goals at minus 103. Saturday, 7 o'clock on Ion, Houston, San Diego. 10 o'clock on Ion, Bay FC, Angel City. Sunday, 1:30 on ESPN, Gotham, Washington. That's a great game. Gotham's on fire right now. 4 o'clock, Portland, KC. 6 o'clock, North Carolina, Chicago. And Seattle, Louisville. And, of course, USL. Tonight at 7:30, Hartford, Tampa. Tampa's even money, Hartford plus 220, draw plus 270. I'm going to go with Tampa at even money. And then Saturday's loaded, 6 o'clock ESPN 2, Monterey Bay, Oakland, 7 o'clock Indy, Orange County, Miami, Loudoun, 7:30 North Carolina, Pittsburgh, 8 o'clock Louisville, Rhode Island, 8:30 Tulsa, Sacramento, 9 o'clock New Mexico, Colorado, 10:30 Vegas, Memphis, and ESPN 2, Phoenix, Charleston. So 2 games on ESPN 2 on Saturday. So there you have it for the soccer. Now move on to the Men's College World Series. We will preview and pick that for you guys. Game 1 will be Saturday. Game 4 Sunday. Or Game 2 Sunday, and then Game 3, if necessary, on Monday, the 24th. So, A&M, Tennessee, it's going to be a really good series. So, the best guy in this series is from Tennessee, Christian Moore. And the second best guy in this series is probably Jace Laviolette of Texas A&M. Pitching-wise, the best guy is from Texas A&M. Evan Aschenbach. And right there, Chris Cortez. And also Ryan Frazier. And in Tennessee, you have Dylan Loy and Chase Burns on the pitching end for Tennessee. I think this is going to be a good series. I like both of these teams a lot. But I just think that Texas A&M arguably has more talent. I'm going to say Texas A&M in 3 games. I want to see if FanDuel can offer that to me. So I'm pretty much going with an underdog here. So Texas A&M is plus 154. So I'll take them. It doesn't say number of games. And in game 1, they're plus 138. Tennessee's minus 78. I'll take A&M in game 1. And I think Tennessee will win game 2. That'll be 2 o'clock on ABC on Sunday. So 7:30 ESPN Saturday night. Sunday, 2 p.m. on ABC. So ABC with the rare college baseball game. And then Monday, 7 o'clock on ESPN. So it's going to be a fun series. I think it's going to go 3, and I'm going to say Texas A&M wins it because I just think they are the better team.
Now we'll recap game number 4 of the Calder Cup final, and we'll look ahead to game 5, which will be Saturday night. The Bears bounced back in a big way with a 3-2 win over Coachella Valley to even up this baby at 2 apiece. First goal of the game late in the first by Ethan Frank, his 10th of the playoffs from Hendricks LaPierre and Hardy Hammond Actel to make it 1-0 Hershey. Second period, about midway through, Shane Wright's 4th of the playoffs from Cale Fleury and Marion Studenik makes it a 1-1 game. With 2 minutes left in the second, Hendricks LaPierre scores a 6th of the playoffs from Joe Snively and Ethan Frank to make it a 2-1 Hershey lead. 32 seconds into the third period, Riker Evans, his 4th of the playoffs from Devon Shore and Marion Studenik makes it a 2-2 game. And then about 4.5 minutes into the third on the power play, Joe Snively, his 4th of the postseason from Ethan Frank and Hendricks LaPierre makes it 3-2 Bears. And that's your final. And now it's 2-2, best of 3, with game 5 being Saturday night in Coachella Valley. I think game 5 is going to be interesting. I think Coachella wins at home. It's going to be their last home game of the year. They're going to be fired up. Obviously, if Coachella's going to win this thing, they're going to have to win it in Hershey. But that would be a little sweet revenge for them if they were to do that, considering that Hershey won it in their building last year. But I think at least I did pick Bears in 7, and I still feel that that's probably how it's going to go. I don't know how, if it's whether it's Bears split the 2 at home and win tomorrow night, or if Coachella wins tomorrow night and then the Bears win the 2 at home. But I think it's going to be the latter of the 2. So I'm going to say Coachella wins to go up 3-2, and for the second consecutive year, the Bears are going to have to win it in game 7. So I'm going to say Coachella wins 4-2 in game 5 tomorrow night.
Now we'll preview and predict game number 6 of the Stanley Cup Final between the Florida Panthers and the Edmonton Oilers. 8 o'clock ABC. Sean McDonough, Ray Ferraro, Emily Catholic on the call. A very fascinating game 6, in my opinion. Obviously, if Florida wins, they win the Cup. And if not, game 7 back in Sunrise on Monday night, which would be absolutely wild. So it's going to be interesting. Edmonton minus 120. Panthers are even money over on their 5.5. Overs minus 106. Unders minus 115. Florida plus 1.5 is minus 265. Oilers minus 1.5 is plus 215. I'm going to double down and say Florida closes tonight. They're in trouble already. I think Barkov needs to be better, and the rest of their forwards have to be better, and of course Bobrovsky has to be better than he's been the last couple games. So I'm gonna go with Florida at even money to get it done tonight to win their first Stanley Cup in franchise history. So I think the Panthers close out tonight, and I think it's going to be a fascinating game on all counts. I'd parlay the under in the Panthers right now, and I'm going to say it's a 2-1 Panthers win in regulation. And I can't find... here we go. Connor McDavid's the favorite, minus 330, which is crazy. Barkov's plus 480. That would probably be the good bet would be any player other than Connor McDavid to win the Conn Smythe at 3-1. That's betting on the Panthers in either 6 or 7. So yeah, you're getting really good value on the Conn Smythe right now. Just throwing that out there. I don't think McDavid's going to win it in a losing effort, because if it is, that's clear favoritism towards the best player in hockey. That's like LeBron James winning Finals MVP in defeat. That's what that's like. I mean, there was talks that it probably should have happened in 2015 when they lost to Golden State instead of Andre Iguodala. I mean, you could argue Luka was probably the MVP of the Finals in a 5-game losing effort in basketball, but that's a different sport. But yeah, McDavid's been the best player in the playoffs, so he might actually win Conn Smythe in a losing effort if Florida takes it home tonight, like I think they will. All right, now we'll look at the current leaderboard for the Memorial Tournament. It's been an interesting tournament so far, and I meant to say the Travelers. The Memorial was 2 weeks ago. You're in the score right now, 8 under, Tom Kim. Tied for second, 6 under. Will Zalatoris, Kurt Katayama, Ricky Fowler, Ash K. Bahita. Tied for 6 with 5 under, Cam Davis, Scotty Scheffler, Patrick Rogers, Taylor Pendrith, Mackenzie Hughes, Tony Finau, and Xander Schauffele. Tied for 13th with 4 under, Colin Morikawa, JT Potson, Hideki Matsuyama, Christian Ziedenhout, and Wyndham Clark. Tied for 18th with 3 under, Brian Harman, Seamus Power, Sam Burns, Corey Connors, Sun J.M., Tommy Fleetwood, Ludwig Gilberg, Dylan McCarthy. Tied for 26th with 2 under, Victor Perez, Nate Taylor, Lucas Hodges, Justin Thomas, Nick Dunlap, Victor Hovland, and Patrick Cantlay. 33rd, 1 under, Thomas Dietrich, Eric Cole, Seth Iglesias, Seb Straka, Keegan Bradley, Taylor Hogue, Shane Lowry, Siwoo Kim, Emiliano Grillo, Adam Hadwin, Brendan Todd. Tied for 44th at even, Jake Knapp, Robert McIntyre, Harry English, Max Homa, Jordan Spieth, Taylor Moore, Austin Eckroat, Ryan Henley, Lucas Glover, Jason Day. Is tied for 53rd with 1 over with Davis Riley, Ben Griffin, Adam Putnam, Adam Svensson, Chris Kirk, Matthew Pavon, and Stefan Yeager. Tied for 61st with 2 over, Brett Horschel, Justin Rose, Webb Simpson, Cam Young, and Michael Thorbjornsen. 66th with 3 over, Peter Milani. Tied for 67th with 4 over, Adam Schenk, Matt Fitzpatrick, Adam Scott. 70th with 5 over, Chris Goddard, and withdrawing Byung Han On. All right, now move on to NASCAR. We'll preview races and pick the winners. We'll start with Xfinity. Dan Better Health 200 from New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Should be an interesting race, to say the least. So Just trying to pull up the odds here. I'm going to go with someone I don't think I've picked all year. Sam Meyer, 14-1 to win the Sky Ups 200. And the Cup Series from New Hampshire, Sunday at 2:30. The USA Today 301. I'm going to go. I think I've picked this guy so much this year, but I don't freaking care. I'm doing it here. Brad Keselowski, 12-1. He's had some history at this track. So I'm going to go Keselowski at 12-1. Okay, Formula One. So this weekend is the Spanish Grand Prix at Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. The Sky Ups 200. Oh no, that's Xfinity. I clicked on the wrong one. Sorry, guys. The Spain Grand Prix. Max is only minus 190, which is crazy. But if I had to make a value pick, I'm going to do Charles Leclerc, top 2. I'm going to say he comes in second. Betting on Charles Leclerc to come in second place at plus 150. Because I do think Max is going to win, and I can't believe Max is in over 2-1. But Leclerc at plus 150 to finish in the top 2 ahead of Lando Norris, I think is pretty good. So I'm going to go with Leclerc top 2 plus 150 is the pick I'm going to give out for this. All right, now I'm going to do the news and notes for today. So, how about this? The 76ers unlikely to pursue Paul George as their interest in Paul George has waned in recent days. Wonder why that is. And finally, the Lakers hire J.J. Redick, 4-year deal. We'll see how this works out. First-time coach. He's been coaching LeBron and Anthony Davis. Obviously, J.J. was not their first choice as much as they say it's going to be, but really their first choice was Dan Hurley, and he just rightfully denied him to stay at UConn, which I thought he did the right thing. So, I mean, this could be a complete hit like Steve Kerr, or this could be a complete flop, like how Jason Kidd and Steve Nash were in Brooklyn. Not that I thought Steve Nash was bad, but it's looked upon as a flop because they only made it to the second round. But Kidd was more of a flop in Brooklyn than Steve Nash. It could be bad, or it could be Steve Kerr, Golden State. So I think it's too early or too quick to judge on a hire like this. So we had our first NBA trade of the offseason today with Alex Caruso being traded from the Chicago Bulls to the Oklahoma City Thunder for Josh Giddey, straight up. I love the trade for the Thunder. Caruso can start for them. He can come off the bench. He's an upgrade over Giddey. I can't believe this was straight up. I think that the Bulls needed more than Josh Giddey. They obviously think that Josh Giddey's something. And I personally think that OKC could have given up a little more for Caruso. I thought they stole him. And I'm fascinated to see how Giddey works in Chicago with the interesting pieces they have. And then, obviously, the Redick contract. $8 million a year, which is crazy. The Bulls are floating Levine trades as they have as many as 15 proposals to teams including the Kings, the Magic, and the Sixers. Yikes, they are dying to get rid of Zach LaVine. The Lakers prioritized Anthony Davis's opinion as Davis played an important role in hiring of J.J. Redick. And in Caruso, the Thunder want to extend him for $80, which is a nice deal for him. And there's no picks in the deal, like I said, which is stunning. The Pistons interviewed 3 coaches, and among them, former Cavs coach J.B. Bickerstaff. And then J.J. Redick's staff could include Rajon Rondo and Sam Cassell. J.J. Redick wants to evaluate AD as he outlined plans to prioritize Davis late in game, move LeBron more off ball on offense. So FC Cincy makes a bid for McKinney, subject to $15 million bid. So we'll see if that works out. Ramondre Stevenson got an extension from the Patriots, 4 years, $17 million guaranteed. Yeah, so 4 for 36. He'll get $9 million a year. Not terrible. So Ricky Pearsall signs his deal with the Niners, 4 years, $12.5 fully $1 million guaranteed. The NFL is altering the IR rules as teams are now allowed to designate for return 2 additional players in postseason. Julius Randle's recovery is going well as he expects to be ready when the season starts. Gleyber Torres exited the game today for the Yankees with tightness in his right groin. Not ideal. And not that Gleyber would, in theory, be a big loss. I mean, he's terrible defensively, and he is pretty much the infield version of Gary Sanchez right now. Derek Jeter brought his dad to the Giants-Cards game, which is awesome, to the Rickwood in Birmingham. And this isn't great news for the Yankees either. Jason Dominguez out up to 8 weeks with a pretty significant oblique strain. Not ideal, but at the same time, they have the best record in baseball, and he hasn't even taken an at-bat for the Yankees. So I wouldn't go completely nuts about Dominguez being hurt. He ain't no Aaron Judge. That's all I'm saying. I just think that people are overreacting, and people are acting like he's Aaron Judge, and he's really not. And listen, I think he's a great player. He's showed great upside in what we saw from him last year, but he's just not Aaron Judge. Well, no one's Aaron Judge. People make everybody out to be Aaron Judge sometimes. Because 99's in his own universe. And he came back today for the Yankees, or yesterday for the Yankees and homered. Granted, it was a blowout loss to the O's. And then Tim Hill was signed by the Yankees yesterday after he was DFA'd by the White Sox last week. The Yankees are also interested in Garrett Crochet. I mean, the Yankees should not be looking at starters for the deadline. They shouldn't be. They have a rotation. They have a really good rotation. They have Garrett Cole. They have Nestor Cortez, Carlos Rodon, Marcus Stroman, and Luis Hill. That's a fantastic rotation. I'd keep it as is. Unless if one of those 5 get hurt, then you take a look at Crochet. But maybe you use him as a reliever. But that's the second time I've seen all week that the Yankees really like Crochet. But listen, I think Garrett Crochet is really good. But they don't need him. They need relievers and they need infielders. They don't need another starting pitcher. So, Garcia Haney had no contest as Garcia settles with the NYSAC, suspended at least a year and forfeits $1.1 million contract purse. Wow. So LeBron was not involved in the JJ hire as he had no conversation with front office regarding coaching change. So the Warriors offered Klay Thompson a 2-year deal as he's looking for at least 3 years. The Sixers are not interested in Zach LaVine amid recent trade rumors. I mean, who is interested? No one. How about this? The Sacramento Kings are to give Malik Monk a $78 million extension for 4 years with the player option. That'd be huge if they... So it looks like they're getting that done. Why is free agency stuff being linked so early? We had that. We had the Siakam thing with the Pacers. So I guess it's all like the guys that are just re-signing with their teams that this is happening with. So, I mean, sometimes you see it in baseball, too. We saw it with Aaron Nola last year. I mean, it took Judge until the winter meetings to re-sign with the Yankees. That looked like it wasn't going to happen, Arson Judge. Never will forget. So, there you have it for news and notes.
Last but not least, my best bet of the day brought to you by FanDuel. There's a couple I liked. But my best bet, I think, is going to be in the Euros. I really think that there's some serious pressure on a couple of these teams to win today, especially France. I'm going to take France at plus 130 against the Dutch for my best bet of the day. It's my first non-baseball best bet given out in a while. Why not? Happy Friday, guys. So that's it for the show, and I'll be back on Monday recapping everything, looking at everything come Monday. I wanted to do off-season predictions and such for the NBA and the NHL, but a lot of teams have made moves already, so I'm still debating whether to do that or not. Hope you guys have a great weekend, everyone.